Okay, Zach Kelly, we are here at Parliament House for the Reckless Renewables protest that's been organised by the farmers. When I was campaigning, I said a lot that I thought Australia, I saw a very divided country, and I thought we needed to come together. And one of those things I suggested was we need a new flag. We saw very clearly there's a percentage of the community that was never going to accept what is our Australian Union Jack and the Southern Cross, and there was another percentage that was just never going to accept the Aboriginal flag. We've got one that's, I love the story of this. This flag is called Lucille, and Phil here is going to tell us about the story. Phil's actually involved with quite a few groups, but he's focused on truth and unity, and that's one of the principles, or two of the principles that I really, really support. So, Phil, take a quick moment, mate. Why not? I want to hear the story about the flag, and then tell us about the Exposed 28 and what you're doing as well, buddy.
So we'll start off with the flag. I'm not the best expert on the flag, but I have a fairly good understanding of it. So Yulukai was asked by the spirits to create a flag because they believe that all the other flags had been corrupted in some way by a story here or a story there.
And mate, for those who won't know, who is Yulukai?
So he's an Aboriginal spiritual leader.
Aboriginal spiritual leader.
Original
yep.
spiritual leader, I should say.
Yeah. And
so he was sent this flag. We have the Union Jack. We have the Union Jack, which we can all see in the sky. We have the seven spiritual creators. We have the men and women here. We have the heart, the chakras, the mind chakra, the throat chakra, heart chakra, and the moil chakra. The sun, which is we all draw our energy from, everything living draws its energy from, and then the divine light that guides us. And it's our flag for this continent, basically. It's a peace flag for the people. And it's an amazing flag. It can't be corrupted because it's new and it hasn't been corrupted.
Yeah, so it hasn't prejudice or bias against it.
That's correct. Yeah.
It's just embrace it.
Yeah, and it's flowing in peace.
And like flags mean so much. I mean, they give us something to attach to, something we resonate with, and something we can stand behind.
Yeah.
And that's built on really solid human principles and foundations.
Exactly. Yeah.
Any of us anywhere can stand behind.
Exactly.
Yeah. That is excellent. But can you also tell us what Exposed to 28?
Okay, Exposed to 28. 1995 to 1997, there was a Woodrow Commission into pedophilia, just actually to do with corruption and institutes of government. And part of that came out, there was a police document. Now, this is a police document designed for prosecuting. It was handed into the Woodrow Commission. The QC Crook signed for it, and there was 28 high-profile pedophiles on that, alleged pedophiles on that name, on that paperwork.
Yep.
Through the Woodrow Commission, by the end of the Woodrow Commission, those names are actually placed on a 90-year suppression order, and then there was a suppression order created on the suppression order, so that you can't even
speak about the suppression order.
Suppression order never laid the actual what was suppressed on it, and none of those people were given a day in court. None of those people were asked to answer to those accusations. What we want. We've been asking the Governor General for 2 years tomorrow, which we will be telling the Governor General again every day for 2 years. Bring forth those people. Give them their day in court. We're quite happy for them. We're not hangman.
And everyone has a right to that.
Yeah, their day in court. If they're found not guilty, so be it. If they're found guilty, then they get punished accordingly. Pedophilia has no place in our community. It has no place in any community. You can't take away the freedoms of children, and you can't, destroy families and stuff just like that. And that's all we're asking for.
Yeah. And it was interesting, mate. Their reason was to so that we didn't lose the confidence.
That's right. Yeah.
It's actually the hiding of that is what loses the confidence.
The judge of the day said we decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. When did the judge say we? The judge is I.
Yeah.
But the judge said we. Conveniently, after someone brought these names up, they decided to have a lunch, and when he came back, that was when he said we.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's been some consensus with.
Obviously, you had a chat with someone.
Yeah.
Well, that's not. Sorry. When he came back, they just didn't talk about it. And then when he was questioned about it, I sent it to Heflin. That's when he said we decided not to.
Well, I think the clear thing that's coming out of all of these things is, we need to build upon trust. To get trust, we need transparency.
Transparency, 100% transparency. You do something wrong, you get questioned about it and punished accordingly. Or not punished, depending on.
And look, we understand with the nature of those potential charges for the allegations, there's some extra sensitivities that need to be accounted for, but they can still be done in a transparent way that we can have trust and faith in the system. But hiding it is not giving us trust. That actually raises more questions.
That's right. Yeah, hiding it is not going to give you faith in the judiciary, because when it comes out, which it always does, we go, well, why do they get privileged? Why did they not see a single day in court or a single day behind bars or even lose their job?
The reality is, it is rape of children.
It is rape of children. They're taking away the freedoms and rape of children. And child trafficking was part of the Wood Royal Commission, was child trafficking as well. Institutes were found multiple. If you want to have a look today, we have the National Redress Scheme. Have you heard of that?
I've heard it mentioned through the campaign.
Yeah. National Redress Scheme is where people bring up to complain about a institution which has accusations against it for the rape or whatever of children, indecent assault of children, and they investigate it. They inform the institution, which is usually the person they're informing could possibly be the person who was the perpetrator. They go on a list, and then some money is given to the parents to no longer talk about it.
Yeah.
And if you go on the nationalredressroom.com, roughly, they reckon if you push them, you get up to about 150. No, they start off with 75.
But you're then gagged, you're not allowed to talk.
Not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, okay.
If you go on the nationalredressroom.com, you can actually see all these institutes that have had accusations proven against them, allegedly against them, and they've actually ended up compensating for those particular ones. And then you click on states, and then you scroll and scroll and scroll through all the institutions.
Yeah. Look, mate, there's a lot going on everywhere. My advice, what was it, another 29 days or something today, was it?
Yeah.
Every morning.
2 years tomorrow.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Keep up, mate. That's all we do.
And we talk about the freedoms of choice and our freedoms taken away and all the other stuff as well.
Yeah, excellent.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure meeting you.
So ask yourself this question: will you stand and hold the line? Or are you happy to play the victim and just surrender every time?